district attorney says she's imposing discipline on herself.
You know, that's similar to me as a kid saying, hey, Dad, you don't need to spank my ass. I'll spank my own ass. I got it.
Yeah. Woo. You need reactions and be ready in a second. Want the lower baby court is now in session. Yeah. You need reactions and be ready in a second. Want the lower baby court is now in session. Let's go.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to another excited episode of Attorney Session Reacts. I'm your host, Attorney Marcus Session. Today's video, community members rally outside Monroe County DA Sandra Dorley's office over viral traffic stop. Of course, if you have not been paying attention to the news, this is a district attorney or a prosecutor out in New York State in Monroe County, and a cop attempted to pull her over for speeding on an open road, and she refused to stop. And so the cop followed her to her home, and she still refused to cooperate, started calling the police chief, and started berating the cop. And so we're gonna go over the news clippings for that video and see how that situation is unfolding at this point. And we'll discuss some other things afterwards. So again, I always appreciate you guys tuning in. Please like and subscribe to the page, to the channel. And without further ado, let's get right into it.
Well, a pre-recorded apology from embattled Monroe County District Attorney Sandra Dorley following her controversial encounter with Webster Police, who says she failed to pull over when caught speeding.
Last Monday, I failed you and the standards that I hold myself to, and for that, I am so sorry.
Sandra Dorley recording this message saying she's sorry for what happened last Monday when this encounter with police went down at her home.
So why didn't you just stop like you're supposed to?
Because I didn't feel like stopping in Phillips Road at 5:30.
That's not your choice. You know that.
Well, I made it my choice.
And you should know better.
I made traffic ticket.
That's not a traffic ticket. That's an arrestable offense, Sandra.
So the cop is absolutely right. That's an arrestable offense. You're pretty much evading arrest. But I want to take a look at something here. The cop is inside of her garage. Now, that's a part of her home. So technically, the cop needs a probable cause and a search warrant to enter the home, unless he is entering the home under the hot pursuit doctrine, which means the cop, if they're after a suspect who is trying to get away and the suspect flees into the home, well, they can pursue that suspect into the home. But as I discussed on previous videos, this situation would not allow for the cop to enter the home because she is not suspected of committing a felony. So when we think about the hot pursuit doctrine, remember that the assailant has to be suspected of committing a felony in order for the cop to pursue the individual into the home and without a search warrant. The cop actually needs to wait outside. He needs to call to get a search warrant to actually enter the home to be able to speak with this lady, because now she's treated as any other citizen under law. She gets no special privileges because she's a DA. And quite frankly, you know, in our field, we're to hold ourselves to a higher standard. So what she's doing right now, what she's displaying is an utter failure on her part to uphold the Constitution and to uphold the oath she's promised to take when she decided to be a lawyer.
Offense, Sandra.
Police already have a tough job, and that day I made this officer's job harder.
Damn right you did. Damn right you did. Damn right you did.
I've been humbled by my own stupidity, and I am fully to blame.
Look at this face right here. That doesn't look genuine. And I'm not the judge of facial expressions and character, but that shit don't look genuine at all.
Tonight, there have been calls for Dorley's resignation. She says that she is not stepping down. The DA's pre-recorded apology surfaced at 6 this morning. The statement has prompted discussions about the district attorney's next steps and questions about her future. 13 Lamb's Jackie Napier begins our team coverage, breaking down the reactions and proposed course of action from both Democratic and Republican leaders. Jackie, what have you learned?
First, I'm going to say this is not a Democratic or Republican thing, but so I hate the way mainstream media turns this into a partisan issue when it's not. This is an issue of an attorney who is not upholding her oath to the American people and to her constituents by being a fair advocate of the law and of justice. So this is a situation where, regardless of party affiliation, you have a district attorney who thinks she's above the law and who didn't cooperate with an officer. So she should be held to that standard. Now, do I think she needs to be removed from office? No. But everybody makes a mistake. This is not something bad that I think she can't come back from, but she does need to be disciplined and reprimanded. I would say a suspension without pay for a certain period of time. But yeah, definitely, I don't think she needs to lose her job over this. And of course, the race baiters and everybody will say, oh, well, if this person was black, then they probably would lose their job. Maybe that's the case. I'm not going to sit here and be so naive and not think that race would be a factor if this person wasn't white. But I'm just saying, I'm just speaking in general, and I'm leaving all that out of it right here. And whether this person was black or white, I don't think the person should lose their job. And I'm only making that commentary because I hear people throughout social media talking about this issue, and that's what they've been talking about. So I just wanted to address it.
Good evening, Stephen. In her video statement, Sandra Dorley noted that if one of her assistant district attorneys had behaved as she did, they would have faced disciplinary action. Now, the Monroe County District Attorney says she's imposing discipline on herself.
You know, that's similar to me as a kid saying, hey, Dad, you don't need to spank my ass. I'll spank my own ass. I got it.
In a statement released Monday morning, District Attorney Sandra Dorley expressed commitment to full transparency and said she is taking steps to hold herself accountable.
I'm referring the entire matter to a district attorney from another county for review and will fully cooperate with that investigation.
Damn right you will.
I'm going to self-report this incident to the grievance committee, and I will cooperate with their investigation.
Damn right you should.
I will take ethics training to remind myself that professionalism matters.
The apology coming 1 week after refusing to pull over for a speeding ticket and then arguing with a Webster police officer who followed her home to question her actions. The incident caught on body camera video.
I think we all watched the video on Friday afternoon with horror. Just cringeworthy in terms of seeing how the reaction was between the district attorney and the police officer, and none of us found that to be acceptable.
Governor Kathy Hochul says the matter has been referred to the Commission on Prosecutorial Conduct, which has the authority to review and investigate prosecutors' conduct. State Senator Jeremy Cooney says he supports a bipartisan, fact-based investigation.
We can be disappointed, we can be angry, we can be frustrated, but right now she deserves due process just like any other member of Monroe County.
Now, that I agree with. She deserves due process of the law. She deserves a good faith investigation. I agree.
It's really about restoring trust across Monroe County and across New York State.
Patrick Riley, the Monroe County Republican chairman, says the party continues to fully stand behind Dorley. In a statement, he said in part, quote, "Nobody is perfect and everyone has a bad day. District Attorney Dorley has atoned, should not and will not be going anywhere."
It's a rather bold statement.
The Commission on Prosecutorial Conduct will prepare a report detailing its findings and recommendations upon completing its investigation. The Onondaga County District Attorney will be reviewing Dorley's conduct, according to the Monroe County DA's office. Stephen?
Thank you very much, Jackie. Reaction to Dorley's controversy is running high. 13 WEM's Natalie Calzatoni attended a protest today with some community members demanding Dorley be held accountable for her actions. Natalie.
Stephen, just a few hours after Sandra Dorley released a video apologizing for her actions, a group of community members demonstrated outside of her downtown office, with some asking that she be fired, while others offered Dorley their support.
Hey, Dorley! Hey, Dorley! Madam, we don't play! Madam, we don't play! Either you can resign, or you can get fired today!
Okay, that was a reach in trying to rhyme. That shit was horrible.
A group protesting outside Sandra Dorley's office Monday morning, 1 week after the district attorney's tense interaction with a Webster police officer.
I am the ZDA in Monroe County.
I understand that, but that doesn't give you a right to go 55 and a 35. And you even admitted to me that you went 50. I understand that, ma'am.
Why the hell is she showing her badge? Like, this cop was very patient.
I understand that.
You know what? If you give me a traffic ticket, that's fine. I'm the one who prosecutes it.
If you give me a traffic ticket, that's fine. I'm the one who prosecutes it. The arrogance in that statement.
Demonstrators, including State Assemblyman Damon Meeks, demanding accountability.
Our top prosecutor has a responsibility to set an example for our community.
Meeks called her actions a blatant abuse of power and hopes there is a full investigation of her actions.
She's prosecuted individuals. She's done her job, right? But I often say that a measure of an individual is what they do outside the job. I know firsthand, like, no one can tell me that if she was an African American, she would be able to tell you the story the next day.
This may be the case. This may be true. If she was black, it may be a different story. But, however, the way I look at it, whether she's black or white, I don't think she needs to be removed, but I do think she needs to be disciplined, certainly.
Andy Semino was also at the protest, but in support of Dorley. He says he understands why others are upset about her actions, but believes everyone deserves a second chance.
I think that we should step back and recap 33 years of service before we make a decision on one bad day, one bad decision. Was she right? No. Should we just, does it rise to this level? Absolutely not. I mean, come on.
Lynn Mazurkowitz, wife of fallen RPD officer Anthony Mazurkowitz, posted on Facebook that she is one person you will not see rejoicing in Dorley's downfall. She says, quote, "Judge her not for 30 minutes of her life, but all the good she has done."
It was a bad day, a bad mistake. She understands it. She apologized.
I didn't see her apology video, but I think it's a bit late.
Okay, that was rather entertaining. Like I said, I don't think she should be removed, but I definitely think she should be suspended, face some type of disciplinary action. There needs to be a message sent to prosecutors that they are not above the law, and we need to hold them accountable. Thank you guys for always tuning in. Please like and subscribe to the page, share the video, and I'll try to be more consistent with you guys going forward. But until next time, take it easy, my friends.
Let's go.